The member from Windsor West.
Thank you, Speaker. My question is to the Acting Premier. Acting Premier, this week, education workers, students and Ontario families are once again facing growing uncertainty. Over the summer, the Minister of Education assured parents that their kids would return to a routine fall semester. The Education Minister failed to get the job done. In September, education workers withdrew select services, and in October, extracurricular activities were put on hold. The Education Minister failed to get the job done. After months of botched attempts to reach a negotiated settlement, will the Acting Premier finally assure families that schools will return to normal in November?
Thank you, Deputy Premier.
Well, Speaker, I can assure the member opposite and all Ontarians that our top priority has always been to protect the gains that we have made in one of the world's finest education systems, Speaker. We very much want to ensure that students and teachers have a great year, a school year with full programming available. We want students in their classrooms and teachers in the classrooms right across the province. So, Speaker, we have been engaged in discussions with ETFO, with CUPE, with OSSTF education support workers. The minister is not here today because she is engaged in that bargaining that has been very, very intense over the last several days, Speaker. At this time, bargaining is continuing. We do look forward to providing an update later today, Speaker.
Thank you. Supplementary.
Thank you, Speaker. Back to the Acting Premier. The reality is that under the leadership of the Minister of Education, Ontario has undergone labour unrest not experienced since the Harris era. The Acting Premier, let's be clear. Teachers want to teach, education workers want to do their jobs effectively, and they all deserve to be respected while doing so. Students want to learn. Parents want quality education for their children. The failings of this Minister of Education are impacting an entire generation of students. Our kids are paying the price for the minister's failure. Will the Acting Premier show her government is ready to end the chaos in our schools by firing the Minister of Education?
Well, Speaker, I think credit where credit is due, Speaker, and I'm sure the member opposite would acknowledge that these have been very difficult negotiations because we are in a very difficult fiscal situation, but nonetheless, this Minister of Education has led successful negotiations and has achieved contracts with OECTA, with Ontario English Catholic Teachers, Speaker, with Ontario Secondary School Teachers Federation Teachers, Speaker, with AEFO, the Francophone School, Speaker. We've had significant